I think tattoos are sick.
I like them. I've got a few.
Personally, I don't like them.
I really like them.
Myself, I don't like them.
I don't like them.
Don't have a problem with them.
Well, to be honest, for me, I don't believe in tattoos because it's religious and Christian and you're not supposed to mark your body.
Tattoos. They've been around for 5,000 years, according to an ancient tattoo body found in Europe. Followed by the stick and poke method, which involved having a needle or several needles stabbed into your skin, followed by the ink into the wound. The stick and poke method was superseded in 1891 when Irish-American tattoo artist Samuel O'Reilly developed the electromagnetic tattoo gun. This was based on Thomas Edison's printing pen. Tattoos have become a commonplace in the Western world, from people like the Prime Minister's wife to idolised footballers having ink. We're here at Pendine Community Care to interview the manager and glean her opinions on employing people with tattoos. Working with the older generation of people who are often perceived to hold stereotypical views on tattoos, this will help us generate a more holistic view on the subject. Do you currently employ tattooed people?
Yes. Yes. It's two of them. Yeah.
Do visible tattoos affect your decision to hire somebody?
Not at all, no. No, the most important thing for a carer is that they actually care, that they present a caring demeanour when they come for interview.
Do you think tattoos should affect someone's chances of getting a job?
No.
Why?
Because tattoos doesn't make you any different to anybody that hasn't got tattoos. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, it's a conversation starter as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I've never seen any problem with it because it's just another way of expressing your individuality, you know.
Have you ever had any negative issues with your own tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Have you got any stories?
I worked in Truro in Edinburgh Woolen Mill, and they were dead against them. I had to cover them every day I went into work. And in the middle of the summer, when you've got a big jacket on and a scarf around your neck to hide them, not good.
When I went to the Philippines on holiday, 5-6 years ago, people with tattoos have automatically been in prison. That's their stereotype. Anybody with tattoos, you know, straight away, you know.
Ray chooses to cover his tattoos.
Because I don't actually show them when I'm at work. But that's my personal opinion. I mean, Teri does, but I don't. But as I say, it's my personal opinion. From a man's point of view, you go to somebody new, it's a little bit, you know, off-putting, in my opinion. But as I say, not everybody's the same as me.
We asked Teri why she doesn't cover her tattoos.
Why should I? It's part of me.
You're good at your job regardless of whether you've got tattoos or not.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
It's just body art, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of the clients are interested in them. You know, a lot of the older generation haven't seen them on women perhaps so much, have they? And it's, you know, they
like to gossip.
They do, and especially because yours are pretty ones, and they don't realise that you could get anything other than an anchor or a lion or something.
Yeah.
If I was running a business, I would hire someone with a tattoo.
As long as it wasn't on their face.
I wouldn't be prejudiced against them.
At the end of the day, like, you would probably judge the person on how well they work.
I wouldn't judge them by their appearance.
I think that would depend on the business. I think it would depend on the tattoos and the person.
It depends on what the tattoo was, but legally you can't not employ somebody for that reason.
We're in Truro, Cornwall's only city, to interview business owner and husband of tattooist Dylan Westcott from Blue Sky Inking. If you were running a major business, would you employ tattooed people?
Yeah, without a doubt, because they're just people.
Do you think attitudes are changing towards tattoos?
Yeah, a lot, because more people have tattoos now. Most people have tattoos now. My mum's got tattoos. It's changed a lot.
Should a tattoo affect a person's chance of getting a job?
No, not at all. It's quite discriminatory, because really it's no different than a hairstyle or makeup or clothing, and none of those should affect whether you get a job or not. So there.
Here we are at Cornwall College. We're going to interview Lindsay Kennedy, who was a former senior reporter for the Western Morning News, therefore had power over who was employed in the industry. What is your opinion on tattoos?
My personal opinion is that I don't particularly like them. I think a lot of people get tattoos done to look individual and to look creative, and yet I don't think they are particularly creative. I think it groups you all in with those people who have tattoos, the haves and the have-nots.
What about facial tattoos?
And I think a facial tattoo is making a really strong statement about how you want to be perceived by society. So for me, I don't personally like the look of them.
In journalism, would a tattoo stop you from employing them?
Not necessarily, because journalism is quite an open profession and there are all sorts of people in journalism, and if they're a good journalist that will be the most important thing to me. But I would bear in mind the sort of jobs I'd send them to, because if you were sending someone to cover a major court case and they had visible tattoos, it does give a certain impression of your newspaper. They're representing your newspaper. And the other problem is if you send them out on a door knock to do a sensitive interview with someone, are they going to give quite an aggressive, they may have quite an aggressive look to them if they've got very visible tattoos, and that might put off the person that they're wanting to speak to.
Do you know the legal age limit for a tattoo?
I think it's 16.
It's 18.
Is it?
Yeah. It's surprising how many people don't know.
That's because a lot of young people have them,
Yeah.
so they're obviously getting them underage.
Do you think it's a good age limit, 18?
I think yes. I think you have to have a certain age limit which is reasonable, and 18 is the age you can vote. And if you're old enough to vote and get married, then you are old enough to make a decision.
The legal age limit for a tattoo is 18.
18.
18.
18.
18 years old?
18.
I think it's 18.
The legal age limit for tattooing is 18, but you'd be surprised how many people aren't aware of this. We're here at a local college to interview a few people who have got tattoos underage.
I have 3, an A on my left hip. I have the fleur-de-lis on my right hip, and I have a rose on my right side rib.
I've got this one, which is birds, and I have this one, which is a moon.
It's just a little bird on my wrist. I've got a fox just here on my ribs.
Is there a story behind your tattoo?
I used to do with my grandpa. He used to tell me a story about a fox, and then he ended up dying after being really ill. And the night that he died, I had a dream about a fox.
It was one of the spur of the moment things you just want to do, so I just did it.
Yeah. Do you regret this tattoo?
Yes, massively.
Why?
I just can't stand it. I thought it looked nice when it was drawn up, and then it just didn't.
My first one was when I was 16. I fell in love with my first love and thought we were going to be together forever, and it went really badly and there was a lot of heartache.
Did the tattooist know you're underage?
He didn't even ask. The person that I got it with was over 18, so I think he just assumed that we were both. No, he didn't at all.
He was just like, have you got ID? I was like, no. He was like, oh well, it doesn't matter. A bit dodgy.
Do you think 18 is a good age limit?
I think people are going to get them underage, so it'd be better if they could do it safely anywhere, at any age. Obviously, you can't be 10 years old and get a tattoo, but...
I don't think it really mattered. I wanted mine from 2 year before I got it done. So I think with people, if you can still regret it if you get it done after being 18, as long as you get it done hygienically. I don't think it really matters. As long as it's not out of the back of a van, I don't think it matters that much.
Is 18 a good age limit?
I don't think it should be so young. I think maybe a little bit older once you're into the workforce.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're 18, you think you possibly know things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raising the legal age to 21.
From our findings, we have discovered that despite a lot of people having tattoos, the attitudes are slow to change. Just like music, film and art, people have subjective opinions and they're entitled to them. So be careful where on your body you decide to put your art.